Well, there's a lot of hype around gut health, and there's a reason why. March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month. Dr. Rachel Hailey from HCA Midwest Health joins us to talk about the importance of gut health and the importance of, that passageway from our brains to our mouth to help us talk, too. So thank you for being here. Let's talk about gut health, shall we?
Absolutely. I think you're just excited about your last guest in the
I think
feathers.
that's what it was. Yeah, I'm still, those splits are still carrying me here through. But we hear a lot about gut health these days. Let's talk about what is gut health when we just mention it in a phrase like that.
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited to talk about gut health.
Okay.
Because so many years people have not wanted to discuss their number 2 function.
Yeah.
And nowadays, when we say gut health, I think people are a lot more comfortable talking about these issues. And that's important because our gut health is so important.
Yeah.
Experts are realizing that our digestive system is linked to many disease processes, including issues with immunity, autoimmune disorders, digestive issues like irritable bowel and heartburn, sleep disturbances, even depression, anxiety, and unexplained fatigue. A healthy gut means that you have a good balance of bacteria or microbes. And these microbes are what obtain energy from the foods we eat, get rid of toxins in our body, and also fight harmful viruses and bacteria. So if we don't have enough good bacteria in our body, then the bad bacteria can multiply and thrive.
So that's why it's important for like probiotics and stuff like that, especially during times when we have to be on antibiotics because we're having a cold or a virus, right?
Absolutely, and we'll talk about those when we talk about our tips.
Yeah, some tips here in just a second. What are some other reasons we need to pay closer attention to our gut health?
One of the most obvious reasons is that colon cancer is on the rise, and we need to start screening earlier. And one of the most important things to remember is that colon cancer is the only cancer that we can prevent.
Yeah.
But we have to look for it. So getting these screening colonoscopies earlier and removing those precancerous lesions is really important.
And I know for guys it used to be like 50 for a colonoscopy, but go over some of the current guidelines so people know what those are, because I think have they been updated recently, or is it younger we should be going through those screenings?
Yeah, you're right. The guidelines have changed. What we're finding is that colon cancer is happening at younger and younger ages, so we need to start that screening process earlier. So the new guidelines recommend lowering the age to 45 or earlier, obviously, if there's an earlier family history. And contrary to what people believe, colonoscopies aren't that bad.
No.
The prep may be the worst part.
The prep is the worst part, and I'll attest to that.
You know that.
There are some tips we got to get through, and we only have a little bit of time to get through it, but I know you have about 5 tips to improve gut health. We have about a minute to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to let you run with this one.
All right. Well, avoid antibiotics, like you said. Unnecessary antibiotics can reduce your good bacteria. Eat a healthy diet, fruits and veggies, avoid processed foods, get exercise, physical activity, makes your gut move. Chew your food slowly, eat smaller, more frequent meals, and take or eat probiotics, which can increase your good bacteria. But not everybody should take probiotics, so make sure you talk to your doctor first.
Okay. Now, probiotics, is that eating yogurt, or is that taking an actual pill form probiotic? Each have its benefits depending on your situation?
Sure. You can find it in yogurt and fermented foods like kefir and sauerkraut, if you like that.
I do.
But you can also take a supplement. But again, check with your doctor first.
All right, great tips. Thank you very much again, Dr. Rachel Hailey. For more information, head to hcamidwest.com. We'll be back right after this.